Here we go. And energy.
I'm using that. That's how it starts now.
Don't.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. It starts with you going really big and then just a soft energy.
Just drop it back down to 0.
That's what Chris and I do when we warm up for these things is we try to get zeroed out. We just want to start with fresh energy. Zero energy.
Okay, let's zero out.
Okay, zero out. Oh, podcast.
All right, great.
This time, it's different. With Peter and Chris. This time, it's different.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. This time it is different. We've got to warn you.
Yes.
Sorry
about that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
got
we're
a little
changing
attached to it. I know the format of it, but it's different this time. We're actually not doing a format. We're just gonna chat today. I feel like we haven't done just a chatting one in a while.
I thought you were gonna say we're actually not doing very well. I thought you were gonna go into like some emotional. I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Because we
haven't
don't
had
have
a
a plan
check-in
for this.
We haven't had a check-in in a while.
We haven't done a check-in episode. We did a hot ones. That was a big edit. It took a while. Ennis was a great guest. But how are you doing, Peter? Because I'm not doing very well.
Wait, hang on. Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
You do want to talk about it?
Yeah, I do.
Then
for
talk.
asking. Oh, I didn't know if this was a space for talking about it.
It's a space. It's space.
Okay, great.
What's going on?
Well, let me just think of something. Let me see. Let's see what we got. There, I'm sure there actually is something wrong. Like when I do therapy and stuff. Oh, I do therapy. Whatever.
I was just about to really just rail you for that. I was about to go in hard. I was like, this guy does therapy? I can't wait to bully this kid.
You'll start one. You'll start a sesh, right? That's what me and my ther call it.
Yeah, I think you just call it that.
We call it we get ready for a seshy.
Yeah, a seshy.
And I'm like, listen, babe, I don't have much to talk about today.
Good,
I call her babe.
Yeah, call her babe, of course.
I got nothing. My life is dope. My life is sweet. Like, nothing's wrong. And then eventually, if I just keep talking, I'll find something's wrong. Like how I'm not really doing anything right now. How can my life be that great if I'm not busy?
There you go. You found something to be upset about.
I'm not busy. How about you? What's your busy level?
My busy level's good to the point that I'm thinking about other things. So I've actually started. This is maybe a possible topic for today. Pet peeves.
Love it.
Okay, I got a pet peeve I want to talk about that
peeves.
Do you know when there's a level of busyness you get to where you're like, oh, I can actually like think about stuff again. So I was thinking about stuff. I'm on my way home from a shoot, and I was thinking, I really hate it when people bail on a joke or explain to me that it's a joke. Okay, the example being like, we're at the mall, and it's like, if I don't find a bathroom soon, I'm going to take off my pants and poo right here in the lobby. I'm just kidding. Don't tell me you're just kidding.
Of course you're just kidding.
I know you're kidding. I don't know why, but I just realized, I just dug it up in my head and was like, yeah, that makes me absolutely blood red mad.
So bailing on a joke as if like, just letting you... addressing it.
Bailing on a joke, or like bailing on the stakes or whatever, or just like not letting it live.
Like bailing on a joke like knock knock.
Who's there?
Nah, I don't care to continue.
Okay, okay, fine, that's true. That's bailing on a joke, and that's funny to me. But what I don't like, it would be if you were like, okay, so hang on, do it. Okay, knock knock.
Who's there?
Oh, no, I don't really want to do it. I'm just kidding. Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't say you're just kidding. If you have to say you're just kidding, it didn't go well. The joke didn't go well.
Anytime you tell a knock-knock joke, like, people just launch into it, like, expecting that everybody knows the rules of knock-knock. And we do.
Yeah,
but don't you find, like, and it happened here, there is a full second and a half where I go,
oh, yeah.
Because you were like, knock-knock, and then I was like, which side am I doing? I'm not telling the joke. Oh, so this is my role, and my line is, Who's there? There's so much processing.
I think it's also because there's literally a program in your brain that you're loading that's going to try to figure out the joke before the person does it. Like, you're going to try to figure out the pun.
Oh, this guy.
So you're like,
yeah, this is going to be one of those interrupting cows. This guy's
yeah,
an
yeah.
interrupting cow for
Yeah,
sure.
you have to go over everything you know about that person. You're like, what kind of fucking knock-knock joke I'm about to get?
Favorite knock-knock joke? Let's do them. I've got mine. I'm going to do it. I give you time to think of yours. No delay. Just come in hard with who's there, please.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It threw me. It came so fast.
You told me no delay.
I know,
you told me
but
no
it
breath.
threw me. I was like, that was fast.
You told me no breath.
I don't even remember the joke. So here, I've got it now. Okay.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I want this tight. No air.
That was a fine delay. You want no air? You want air?
No delay.
You want air or no air?
No air. Okay. I want this to be the tightest knock knock joke ever. Here we go.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Who?
Fuck, I messed it up.
You can't believe
I messed up my own knock knock joke. Okay, let's do it again. We can edit around this.
No, I'm not editing this at all. I'm keeping all of this.
Okay,
this
here
is
we go.
Public
Ready?
record. I want this on record.
I know it now.
I'm ready.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Oh. Hello?
Did I punk you?
Who is this?
Did I prank you
Oh,
when I
my
walked
God.
into this room?
Oh my God. Chris, I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. This lady, wonderful lady, by the way. Hello.
Yes, hello, Pateer. How are you?
I'm good. She lives next door to me and sometimes walks over and asks for sugar and stuff.
Oh, hi.
I just heard so much knocking, and I didn't know if it was for me.
Oh, see, no,
or
it
for
wasn't
you.
actual knocking. I was saying knock knock with my mouth.
Well, that's the problem, dearie.
Okay.
See, I don't answer the door if someone knocks on the door
Right.
like that. They have to say, knock, knock. Otherwise, I know they're not friends of mine. They could be from the KGB.
So
Right.
the KGB. So, I think she grew up
Nicholas KGB.
Okay, so Margaret, we were just doing a podcast recording right now. So is it okay if we talk later?
I'm so sorry. This must be extremely invasive in your personal space. Do you mind
It's
if I
fine.
take a Coke from your fridge?
No, Margaret.
Okay. So,
not a
Margaret,
Coke.
I'm
That's
Chris, by the
lovely.
way.
Sorry.
May I call you Margaret?
You, my friend, can call me any name that you like from the Bible, although I'm not Christian.
Okay, Margaret.
You
So
can
Chris
call
and I
me
are doing-
Mary. You can
Yeah.
call me Magdalene. Just don't call me Judith, because I don't think she's in the Bible.
Okay, Margaret, so it's just like Chris and I are just doing our podcast. So like, if you want to, like, I can check back in later. Is this about the plants on the porch, or
No,
like we can?
I just needed a Coca-Cola Classic. Can you happen to have them in the fridge?
Right.
so
Yeah,
I-
Peter does always have a well-stocked fridge full of Coca-Cola classics.
Yeah, but they're for me, Margaret. They're kind of for me. It's like a bit weird that just because
Well,
I'm.
you offered me one once, and I assumed that, like, that was a day. Like, the entire history of time is a day. So if you offer me a Coca-Cola on a day, I'm going to say yes eventually.
Okay.
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
all
Is
right.
this too complex?
No,
of
it's
an
not
explanation of
It's
how
not-
I view time.
It's
Right.
not
I see
complicated.
it's like an open invitation.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
on
it.
me.
I
That was
get
my fault.
that.
Primarily, that was my fault. Okay,
It's
so
all right, but-
all right, you got your Coke. So Margaret, thanks for popping by or
It was nice
whatever.
to
No,
meet
but I'm
you.
just going to
Yeah.
chill. I won't say
No.
anything. I'll just drink my Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
going to be self-conscious if you're watching me do
Now,
my.
don't worry about it, dearie.
Peter-
I'll be just over here silently
She can
flipping
just-
through your photo albums.
Okay, I'm
She
just
can
saying.
just sit over there. We can,
Okay, fine.
I'm
Okay,
just-
all right.
yeah,
Thanks.
okay.
Yeah, get yourself comfortable, Margaret.
Do
There's
you
a
have any
blanket.
chicken or anything?
Chicken, like a meal.
I really like just cold chicken from the fridge.
I actually
So
love
it's no
cold
big
chicken
deal.
from the fridge. That's one of my
I
snacks
know.
that I do. I
know
do a
what?
standing snack at the counter. I'll pull out
that's
a
true.
pre-made chicken.
He does do
I
that.
love it.
I buy the full chicken from IGA, which
That's
I
what he's
call
talking about.
Igga,
Yep,
and
yep.
and I let it cool down a bit, and I just dig my hands in, go right to the center first, just grab
start in
its
the
heart
middle.
and just eat its heart.
You
Okay,
start in
so-
the hole.
That's a good question, actually. When you eat a chicken that's pre-cooked, so you're
Yeah.
a center person. That's cool. So you go for the breast first. I go for I pull the legs off.
No, I think he goes in the. I think she goes
Oh,
in the
that's
hole.
barbaric. I just eat it. You got to keep the whole chicken together. You can't just rip its limbs off. That's terrible.
Okay.
Barbarism.
Okay, Margaret.
Well,
Okay.
maybe I think that's the thing that I like about it.
No.
It feels like Viking, even in a way. You like pull the leg off and
Feels
you've got
medieval.
this drum of
You know,
meat. It's medieval. Medieval.
They say if people like to butcher animals, even for food, it says that they are part murderer. Like a fraction of them is a murderer.
Like a
they
fraction.
may have only committed a part of a
Well,
murder
I'm not
once.
butchering it. I'm bought it from a butcher. The
you're-
butchering's done. I'm simply
Oh,
eating the
here's
fruits
a dead
of the
human body. Please bury it in the ground. Oh, but before I do, I'm going to rip its legs off and eat some of it. That's really weird. Keep the body
No,
together
Margaret,
if you're going to eat
that's
it.
not at all. Okay, fair enough. So you're saying it's fine to eat it as long as you don't rip any of the parts off.
Right, like you can eat a human body.
Oh,
if you
okay,
don't-
Margaret.
If you don't rip their body apart and things, it's fine. It's
Okay,
they're
Margaret.
intact. Like when my husband's died, they were sitting on the couch, and I would just chew them from time to time.
Okay,
No,
sorry,
I
I just
don't
have
like
to
that
stop you
story.
here.
Yeah.
Did you just
I
say?
never ripped their arms off like some barbarisms.
I've got to ask a
a
question.
noun or a plural of nouns?
You just said when
Barbarisms?
your husbands died, like you have multiple husbands.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, dearie, but not all at the same time. Well, some of them overlapped, but not
Okay.
all of them at the same time, dearie.
All right.
I'm not polygamy.
You know, 1 second, Margaret. Here, I'm sorry, Peter. This
This
sounds like this could be a good interview.
This is not the Margaret show. It's literally. I wanted to. We're gonna do the knock knock joke. I thought we're doing knock
I
knock
know.
joke.
did
can
paint
do the
my
knock
name
knock
on the
later.
front door, so it is the Margaret show. I've written
No,
it on
don't.
Peter's door.
Can you stop messing with my door, please, Margaret? I asked you to
I
do that.
paint it every day. You know I always paint over whatever I graffiti on
And
there.
Margaret, you got my letter, and it said, "Please leave my door alone." And you
I
haven't.
don't know why you wrote me a letter. I live next door. So
Because I
it's
don't want to
weird.
always fully interact with you all the time. Sometimes I gotta go to work, and
Actually,
your
you
stories.
write it down. Well, I don't get those letters, by the way. So if you wrote those
Okay,
letters,
okay,
you
well,
Chris-
probably didn't say knock knock
All
at
right,
the door.
more.
I mean, you're
Margaret,
right.
I'm
She's not
so
going
sorry, but
anywhere.
you know,
You probably went like a moron.
You know what's more
Sorry.
interesting than the letter stuff is getting back to this husband stuff.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
you were
true.
talking about how there was overlap. Now listen, I got to ask you. So, which husband did you overlap with? How many husbands did you have? And then a follow-up question of just what was it that made you cheat? Was it cheating that made you step
no,
out
no,
of your
no.
marriage
Overlap.
to
What was
another
the
person?
overlap about?
No, well, see what. I've been married to Trevor, Carson, Daly, Troja. He was a Trojan man. Neil, Gordon, Francis, Trevor. He was the second Trevor. But see, the thing is, they overlapped only because each one of them was dying. And when they're dying, you can't really have sex with them. They're not really, you can't have a relationship with a dying man. So I got permission from Trevor, and then when I was with Nigel, it overlapped just by a couple of months while he was dying.
Sort of,
And
yeah, like
as Nigel was coming back to life, you see.
Yeah, just like a dovetailing of husband death.
so
That's
what was your
beautiful.
marriage
Right, it's
like-
like a cross dissolve in film editing
Yes.
with my husband. So they overlap a little bit, but it's sort of, it's beautiful. It's cinematic.
That is beautiful. Does there a certain did any of your husbands have last words to you? Do you have
yeah.
a favorite husband with his best last words?
Well, I did. I really enjoyed the last words of my 19th husband, which was Corlancio. He was very exotic. He was from the
Sounds a
Caribbean
little
islands,
Italian?
but
Oh,
one
okay,
of the
okay.
Caribbean islands that hasn't surfaced yet, so sort of an underwater island of the Caribbean.
So he had
But
like
his dying
gills on his
words-
neck or something?
No, dearie, that's stupid. He wore... He wore, scuba diving equipment and, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus equipment. They may be the same thing as scuba and self-contained breathing apparatus, the same thing.
Chris, this is what I'm talking about, okay? Margaret starts going off on these stories, 90% sure, none of that's real. There's no Caribbean island.
But his dying words with Chris Wilson will succeed.
See what I mean? That's not a thing. That couldn't have happened.
And I don't know who that is, but someday I'll meet a Chris Wilson and I'll tell him what my husband's dying words were, and then Chris Wilson will succeed.
Well, I've got some news for you, Margaret. My name is Chris Wilson.
Oh,
and you
Do you have
did
a
just
middle
tell
name,
me.
dearie? Do you have a middle
how,
name, dearie?
how did you know that?
I just assumed, because most people do when they're
Oh,
white.
right. Yeah. No. I have a middle name.
Is that
yeah.
racial? Is that racial? Is that season 8 Rachel?
No, like I do have the whitest name that exists. My middle name is Michael. Christopher Michael Wilson. Yeah, it's
Michael,
white.
Jesus. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Jesus.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with
straight
that?
up.
Dearie, it's not about you. It's not all about you. You're a Chris Wilson, but these were the dying words of a man about a Chris Wilson, not a Chris Michael Wilson. So
Oh, so it
sorry
doesn't
to
apply.
tell you, but you might not succeed. He did specifically say that they'd be on this hour's 22 minutes, so I don't know who it's about, but
Right.
It seems
Not
pretty
you.
specific.
Pretty specific about me and that your dying
well,
husband.
you've been to names Michael, so I
So
wouldn't
you-
toot your own horn so hard.
Peter, can I
Margaret-
just talk to you over here for a second?
Yeah. Margaret, just you drink your Coke. What?
You got it, dearie.
I think that her dying husband was like a fortune teller or something, or she's lying.
I feel like she's a batty old grifter is what I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I don't like it that she always paints my door. Every day she paints my door a little bit with like a watercolor, so it always bleeds.
Right.
It's very annoying. Listen, Margaret. First of all, how's the Coke?
Oh, dearie, it's very classic,
Okay.
and it doesn't have the original ingredients of cocaine like I like, but it's
Okay.
pretty good, it's fine.
Margaret, what did you do before you retired? Before your retirement, before living next to me and doing all you weave a lot of yarns, but I'm just saying, can you tell Chris what you used to do before you retired?
I haven't actually worked in the yarn field in quite some time. I did weave quite a bit of yarn in my days. What
That was a
the
metaphor
question?
for your stories, but okay, fine. So you were in textiles?
Oh, yes, dearie, I invented the blanket.
That is an amazing invention. I
Yes,
use
but-
a blanket every day. That's
See,
crazy.
that's what I've been saying to everybody. That is a good invention.
How did
Okay,
you
walk us-
just come up with that?
Blanket.
Walk us through the
well,
invention.
What was the inspiration?
Yeah.
Well, when I was a child, we used to put hay on top of my body to keep me warm.
Yes.
Back when this was the 1790s, you see, and it was not. It was very cold back then. It was the tapering of the end of the ice age. And it was really cold. And so one time I just decided I would weave some wool as I do, and I made myself a blanket. But I didn't use sheep, you see. We only had wolves.
Oh, you used wolf hair.
Yes, because it was like it was like caveman times. There was only
course.
wolves around.
The 1700s?
Yeah, no, it's a
1790.
migrating timeline for sure, but
If you read the Book of Mormon, you'll see that 1790 was a very long time ago.
That's true. I mean, that's true. And I don't really know at what point we call it cave days and not. I just kind of felt like,
Nobody calls it cave days, my friend.
I
Back
just-
in cave days.
isn't that what we call
Please, Peter, come on. You're not
Okay,
a
so Margaret-
paleontologist.
So
Or
Margaret,
no,
you did some
archaeologist? How does it work? What's an archaeologist and what's a paleontologist? Please.
Well,
a
a paleontologist is a specific to dinosaurs.
That's animals,
Yeah,
right?
it's the dinosaur one.
Animals. Archaeologists are for peoples, right?
I don't know.
And what's a
I'm
Scientologist?
fine to say that.
So
Scientologists,
Scientologists, they
those
study
are
science, or do they
God's
study?
true people. They're the chosen people.
Yeah, we got a stern. We ripped on them a while ago. We got a sternly written letter, so that we're very pro Scientology podcast now.
Yes,
That's
this
good. You should get
episode.
Elizabeth Moss on here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She is
Isn't
a
that
Scientologist.
weird? Isn't that weird? That
It's
she's
also
a
weird because
Scientologist?
she's like the star of a show called like Handmaid's Tale, I believe. She's in that
It's
show. isn't
so
she?
good.
Yeah, and it's a great show, and it's kind of about like the control and stuff, vibes of everything. But then she's a big part of Scientology. You're like,
I know, it's very weird. It's very strange, but you know what? I don't like Margaret Atwood books, but I do like that one. The only Margaret Atwood book I really, really liked was the one where it was written by Philip K. Dick, and it was called, you know, I like all her books that are by Philip K. Dick.
I think you just like Philip K. Dick.
Her
yes.
alternate ego, of course.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Okay. Yeah.
See, Margaret has lots of this kind of information, and Margaret, I'm detecting like a bit of an accent or something. I know I've known you for a while, but now I
Yes,
guess we're
dearie,
getting
I'm
to know you
Jamaican.
for good now. Sorry, where did you say you grew up?
I'm from Jamaica, so, you know, that's... Jamaica Queens, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Jamaica Queens?
Yeah, there's a Jamaica Queens in New York. Everyone
is there?
speaks British accents there.
This is all I'm learning. I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
Now, you said earlier that you weren't a Christian, you weren't a religious person, and we've talked about Scientology a little bit. And I do want to
Yep.
ask: do you have any spiritual beliefs? Are you a spiritual person?
Yeah, we
at
go
all?
there sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. See, every 4 years or so, me and my buddies, we all do mushrooms, you see. And we sort of... We go to the field and we look at the moon, and then we just really get really into each other's sort of vibe, and we just start talking about, you know, what is the universe all about. And then, of course, one of them will die because, you know, there's always one poisoned mushroom in the batch, and then we eat their body, but we don't rip their arms off. And as you ingest the flesh of another human being, you really absorb their soul and you collect them.
So you have a collection of dead friends
You have a death
in your
cult.
soul? Is that sort of what?
I've got 95 human beings living inside of my body as a religious expression of who I am.
You've poisoned 95 people?
Not all of them are poisoned. Some of them are
Okay.
just found.
Okay, where do you find the majority of your bodies then?
Train yards, under bridges. I used to have a really nice hookup with this man who used to make people disappear, as you put it. You know, just there's lots of bodies. Some of the souls I have ingested are gross, but lots
Yeah.
of them are nice.
I'm sort of getting the feeling that maybe we should be phoning the police on you, but
Yeah,
you're a
it kind of-
guest on the podcast
No.
now, so we don't do that to guests.
Margaret, you have led obviously a very long life. How old are you now?
I'm 36 on Tuesday.
Okay.
So you just
But
don't.
This is what I'm saying,
it was
Chris.
a leap year. I was born on a leap year, so you
That
do
makes
the
a
mathematics.
lot of sense. So you've had, yeah, no, that all adds up. I've done the math in my head, and it's all correct. That's great.
So wait, every
Great that
four?
you know
You were born in
arithmetics.
1790.
No,
Yeah.
I was alive in 1790 as a
Yeah,
child, but
you were-
remember,
yeah, that's what I said,
it was
you were
a leap
born.
year, so I was born in more like 1515.
Right, okay.
1591.
1515. 1515. So what were various wars like? If you've lived for all this history, surely you could prove it to
You
us.
want me to tell you what various wars were like?
What was your favorite war? And
How
what
was
does
your
one
favorite
tell
war?
a story about, well, this war was this way, and this war was like this? Oh, geez. Some of them were bloody, some of them were gunny, some of them were airplane-ish. But
That's true.
Most of them were not fun. Except for the War of 1812. We got to burn down the building.
Wait, so you lived in Canada for that, or did you just go
No,
up
that
from
was
Queens and help?
Washington, D.C. Do you not know anything? They burnt down the White House. That was me.
Right, but it was the British,
But
I
I
think,
don't
from the
agree
north.
with what happened on January 6th. That was
Oh,
terrible.
right. No,
Yeah.
of course not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Margaret, we're all on the same page about that. But I guess just what I'm wondering is like, and I'm not trying to like poke any holes in your stories or whatever. It's just that like
I
every
think
time
they're
you go,
airtight. Every story is beautiful with a beautiful true
Vacuum
arc.
sealed for delivery.
That's
there
not-
are my stories. Put them in the gutter.
I'm believing
Tell them
everything
they
she says,
give me
to
a
be quite
little
honest.
I've
I'm
got
telling you,
children
there she's
living in my
about.
heart. I've
She's a
got
few minutes
dogs
away from an
inside my
ask.
heart.
The
rock
grift
in my
begins
soul,
soon.
my
I'm
soul
telling
is
you.
a
You just
heart. I
watch.
love eating
She's gonna tell a few
bark
more
from
stories, and then she's gonna ask for
trees. La, la,
money
la,
or
la,
something.
la. Pizza.
Okay.
Sorry,
so,
I was singing a song from the old country.
of Queens.
No, I lived in Queens at one point in my life, but I briefly lived on Ganymede, the moon of Mars.
See,
and
okay,
that's
Chris,
where I learned
that's
that
not
from.
airtight. How's that airtight? How's that at all airtight?
Well, I just don't know a whole lot about space travel or anything
No,
like that. It
Chris-
sort
Did
of
you know
bogs
that
my
was a
head
moon?
down. What?
Did you know there was even a moon called Ganymede?
I didn't, and because
There you go.
you said it with confidence, I believe it, and I bet you that is true. That there is a moon called that. And if
I can't believe
Googled it.
I can't believe I'm challenging an elderly woman who is clearly going out of her mind.
Respect your elders. It's a
Mar-
thing we were always.
Margaret,
told.
how'd you
Respect-
get there? No, screw that. Margaret, how'd you get there?
How did I get to Ganymede?
How'd you get to
Mars?
Ganymede? How'd you get there? Where'd
Okay,
you live?
Well, Ganymede is on a soundstage in Burbank, California, just like the moon. They're right next door to each other. They share the same coffee pot.
No,
See?
Chris,
Duh.
don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that shape. Don't do
So-
that's a good point shape with your
the
body.
moon landing. This was faked. I want to talk to you about conspiracy theories. Which
Oh,
ones are
please,
real? Are they
let's
all
get
real?
into it. Ooh,
Lizard
baby,
people.
baby, the
Explain
juices are flowing.
How that could be? People, these lizard.
You're buying this
men-
whole thing, Chris.
No, this
I
is-
know, the lizard men, that's what's so crazy. The lizard men made the moon landing happen.
Yeah.
And the KGB paid them
Okay.
to flatten the earth. It was crazy times.
Right. Is
Chris.
the Earth still flat, or has it sort of
No, they've-
gone back?
It used to be circular or spherical if you're stupid.
Sure.
But they flattened it in 1968 just before the moon landing so that the moon would be next door, really easy to get to.
Chris.
Obviously.
This is. That's,
I
I've
think-
never thought about space travel like that.
Listen
It's
to
before.
like
me.
they
Just-
took
I
a
think-
beach ball and they deflated it so that they could just put another beach ball, the moon, next to it so you could just walk right over to it in a soundstage.
That's right. This logic
No,
checks out
that's not-
because
no, Chris.
when you play basketball with a basketball that's a little bit deflated, it's more forgiving when you throw it at the rim. It's sort of like it bounces in more.
Of course.
And the moon is closer to the earth as that
Exactly.
basketball deflates slightly.
Yeah.
Okay, no, see, okay.
Yes.
Chris, I'm telling you.
Exactly. Oh, no.
She's 90. Things are falling apart. She's about to ask for money. I
I'm
guarantee
not
you she's grifting.
90. Jesus.
She
come
is.
on.
She
Okay.
is. She used to be an
36,
actor, and she is mixing up
5.
all of her old black and white
No,
film
I'm
days as
30.
reality. I'm telling
Peter,
you,
can
dude.
I talk to you over here in
400,
private a
yeah.
little bit more?
One sec. Sorry, Margaret. 1 second.
I'm really hitting it off with Margaret, am I not? Like, am I or am I not really hitting it off with Margaret? You be honest with me.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. I wasn't gonna say anything, but you two are kind of like peas in a pod.
We have this rapport. We have this
You got
back
some
and
good
forth.
chemistry.
I bet you if I did a knock-knock joke with her, it would be airtight, That's
Like the
what-
timing.
The timing would be airtight.
But you and I have been friends for 20 years.
I know.
That she's not gonna have better rapport.
But I'm not going to replace you. I'm just going to date Margaret and marry her and fall in love and then get rid of you.
I think I see how Margaret does it.
But
This is crazy.
I have a question for you. Can you come
Yes.
over here?
Yeah,
Chris,
Margaret.
Just stay over there.
Of course, anything you want, Margaret.
Peter, do you think I have a chance with Christ?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can see him staring into my eyes, and my eyes are burning from all the staring, and
Hi, Margaret.
my heart is. Shut up! I can really feel something.
Okay,
Do you think? And secondly, how good do you think he tastes? If he were to slowly cross his old die into another husband, what would he taste like?
I don't know about his taste. I'm taking that a very sexual way, but I guess you're taking it a very literal way. But Margaret, let me tell you this.
I mean it both ways, honey. You can
okay,
gobble
I don't
any
wanna-
piece you want.
Listen, I don't want to get involved in either of your stuff, but how about this? I will put in a good word for you with him. I'll be like, oh, Margaret's really great. She's a really wonderful person. I'll put in a good word for you.
I've got good references too.
I'm going to give you a great reference. How about this? You promise me no more paint on the door. No more painting my door. I'll put in a good word for you.
All right.
Yeah?
All right. Well, can I paint someone else's door in the building?
You can. You know what? I don't even care. You can paint every other door. Just leave my door alone.
Are you the strata president? Do I have to write a note or
No, I just ran
for the painting of the doors? Because
I
I know
just
yours
ran
was
it.
up for grabs.
I don't have very much money. I just rent.
All right, well, put in a good word, and I'll promise to paint someone's door in the building.
I feel like the deal isn't okay. Fine, it's fine. Yeah, paint somebody else's door. Okay,
Somebody's door will get painted.
great. Not mine though, right, Margaret? Not mine though.
Well,
Okay.
we'll see.
Oh, that was the deal though.
What are you guys talking about?
One second.
Okay,
Give me a second.
Chris, hold my hand.
Chris,
I would love to.
Can I just-
Yes.
Chris, can I just see you for a second?
That is
Oh,
a
what's this?
dry.
Oh,
It's like sandpaper. Holy.
Chris,
I'm just going to. I feel like kissing your hand for a minute.
Oh.
That tastes pretty good.
Peter.
That is
I
a tasty back of the hand.
That is really funny because I was having a hot dog earlier and a little bit of mustard and stuff was on the back of my hand. Must be what you're tasting.
Wow.
I've always been a little self-conscious of the taste of my hand.
oh my God.
But
It's
I
because
didn't
you
know
know
it
it
would be
so
delicious.
well, as the old adage goes. You know it so well, and you taste it all the time. That's how the adage goes about the back of your hand.
Yes, it is.
You know the back of your hand so well that you
Margaret,
could assume that it
listen,
tastes
I gotta
pretty good.
say,
La, la, la,
I
la.
gotta say something. I feel I just gotta speak my heart, and I gotta speak my
Speak
truth.
your delicious, delicious heart.
I think that you're the most enchanting woman I've ever met.
Sorry, I just
I'm
hate
sorry.
that word enchanting. It's so overused. Have you ever seen the movie Enchanted? Ugh.
Okay.
It's good, though. It's
may
good.
I have a go again at that? I think that you are the goodest lady I've ever met.
Goodest. Oh, that is poetry to my ears.
Is it? Is poetry?
Goodest. It makes me feel like a goddess. And Chris, when I look inside of your white, almost glow-in-the-dark skin, I can see each and every pore, and each one of your pores looks like it has its own soul inside, like you've also absorbed a million
I don't like this image.
souls.
This is kind of gross.
It's almost like if I were to, I don't know, theoretically consume you, that I would gain 1,000 souls.
In a way, we're the same because of when you said that you ate your friends, which is totally very cool. I can sort of relate. I eat chicken,
Same
as I mentioned
thing.
before, and so I feel like I've got a soul
It's not the same
full
thing.
of chickens. Just little chickens. I just relate. I'm relating, Peter.
Okay, you
I'm
two,
fall-
honestly,
I'm
you
falling
two
in love.
You two deserve each
First
other.
of all, Peter doesn't think that chickens are people. That's weird. Go on.
Yeah, explain that, Peter.
Chickens
No,
are
don't-
explain
people.
what?
We all know this. Don't
The
even
two of
get
you
me
are crazy.
started on how people
Crazy in love.
chickens are.
You know what, Chris?
Margaret, I love
I'm out.
you.
I'm out. If you want
I love you too,
to
Christ.
hook up with my next door neighbor and have her possibly poison and eat you,
Oh,
be my guest.
Please, Peter. Poison and eat? No. What are we?
Consume.
I'm not a rat, Peter. I'm not gonna eat poison. We're peas in a pod. Margaret, knock knock.
Come in, dearie.
See, you thought you were peas in a pod. But I told you she was a grifter.
Also, who's there? I want.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Also, see, I did a come in, but also before you come in, who are you?
See, that is how the joke should go, because it should be more inviting. It should
Come
be
in,
like,
but
you
who
say,
are
knock,
you?
Knock, and then the original one is you. It's like too aggressive.
Who's there?
I
It should
love
also-
come in.
It should always be knock, knock. The door's unlocked. By the way, who is it? Then they get to say a stupid joke, but they also get to come inside in a very welcome manner. Do you catch my breeze?
Yes, I catch your breeze. This is
Can you taste my corn?
yeah.
I guess my comedy partner is now dating my batty old next door neighbor.
Margaret, of all your husbands, who do I look the most alike? And was that person one of your favorite husbands?
Oh, yes. I'd have to think that you look most like Christ Wilson, who was my 49th husband. And it was very strange because he was very much like you, except he was on Air Farce. And he did the voice for a show called Dino and Cupcake, flipped around. It was like the bizarro version of you. And he, in that he was a bizarro version of you, he also had like everything about him, you see, was evil. And you've got a very nice, good soul. So I can see you're almost the yin to his yang. You're the sweet and beautiful
There's a
one
lot
where
of
he was
similarities to that
No,
guy.
Margaret went through your IMDb. How is that not obvious? Margaret went through your IMDb. All of your stuff has been about your IMDb.
Wait.
There's just two things on his IMDb.
Are you?
So you did. She did.
No,
This
I
has been
just
a
know
lie?
this. Well, I've been every time you go over in the corner to talk, I have to do something. So I get on Peter's computer and I Google
You're doing this on my computer? Don't go in my
Yes.
apartment when I'm not here. You
But
can't.
I'm just doing
don't-
it while you're turning your back. I'm very fast.
I told you. I'm telling you, man. She weaves yarns. She gets into your soul. She gets into your life, and you can't get her out.
I fixed
Margaret,
the
painting
shower
your
head
door?
as well. In that 4 seconds that you were speaking with each other earlier, I Googled Chris on your computer. I also went into your bathroom and I fixed a couple of faucets. And
I mean, that's nice, though.
I
That's nice.
rearranged things under your bed and I found your cat.
That's creepy and nice. And also, I don't have a cat. You got to let that cat.
Well, I found someone's cat in your house.
Okay, Margaret, listen, I feel like you've been a bit deceitful. So now that I know that you've just been on the internet to finding out about me and not learning about it on your own, I thought we had something. I really did. I feel like a fool. Peter, can I talk to you over here?
Yeah, okay.
I just feel like a fool. I was head over heels.
Yeah, I know.
Heroes? Sorry, I overheard that one. Did you
Don't
say
listen to me when I
head over
misspeak.
heels?
You're making fun of me? I just misspoke.
I'm telling you.
This
She
is-
turns on you like on a dime, dude.
Okay, Margaret.
This is
I'll
my
tell
next
you
door
what.
neighbor. Why didn't
I'll
you
tell
trust
what.
me when I told you
Take
about
my
Who's
credit card.
talking? I can't hear
No, no.
a person
I want you to
talking.
take my credit card.
Don't
okay?
give her your credit-
And I want you to go buy yourself.
Don't
okay,
give her your credit card.
Some new paint. Okay, and I want you to
No.
paint Peter's door a
Don't.
better color. And I want you to paint your own.
Paint my own door with your money.
Just
Fine.
if I
fine.
give you this credit card,
give me
will
your
you
credit
go?
card. I'll do what you say. And
Okay.
Patir, see?
Yes.
Now I have permission to paint your door again.
That's
this is
not-
a sign from the gods.
Just make it
of,
look
of
nice.
eating people.
Okay, because you've just made a mess of everything, and take the credit card, make his door look nice.
Fine.
Buy
I'll take your
yourself something nice as well,
Fine,
because I
fine,
still care
fine,
about you, even though
fine.
I'm upset.
Fine, dear.
And then you'll return the credit card.
At some point, yes.
Why don't you take my social
I'll leave it at the
insurance
store
number
and they can
Don't
call
give her your
you.
social-
as
Social
reverse collateral?
No, Chris, don't do that.
Yeah, so it's like if I give her all my wallet, then
Fine,
she'll-
I'll take your wallets.
yes, have that. Now she feels like she's not going to run off with it because she's got too many cards.
No,
The
no,
logic
no.
on
And by the
reverse
way, none of
collateral.
this has been a long con just to get your wallet. For I'm like a confidence woman.
You know
who's
what?
Yeah, that's
just
what
doing
I
the
tried
thing.
to
Probably
tell
gonna
Chris
ask
from the
questions about that credit card at the register. Why don't
No,
you
don't
take my
stop giving all your
passport,
information.
Take my passport.
Don't give
and
your passport.
Just be good with it, okay? And then return it.
Fine. Sure. Give me your passport, your credit card, your debit card, your
Okay.
your VPL card.
Okay.
Do you have any fines that I need to know about? At
No,
VPL?
I did keep them pretty clear to fines.
Fine.
Okay.
Also, do you have any chicken in the fridge? I
No,
asked earlier. No one
Margaret,
said
I
if
don't
there
have
was any.
chicken.
Fine.
I-
Chris, do you have any chicken in your pockets? Cold chicken.
Yes, I have a
Sometimes
couple.
people do. They have a dog.
I do.
and then
I
they-
do. I have a couple
need a
cold
treat.
chicken drumsticks.
Fine. I'll take one and go.
Okay. Okay, there you are.
Thank you for the chicken and all your credit
I'm
cards
sorry that
and
it's
things.
ripped off of the chicken's body. Are you fine with that?
Oh, yeah. I forgot my views on such a thing. Take the chicken back.
Okay. Huh.
And
That
you know
was
what?
that was
Take back-
weird. That was a weird moment. Just that moment right there where she forgot her views on.
This is what I'm telling you. It's all stories with her. She comes over, and now she's gotten all your money and your credit
Look, I've
cards.
got to go. I'm going to just sort of get the gears rolling and
Okay.
get out the door.
All right, bye, Margaret. Just return that stuff when you're done.
No problem. Just putting my cans in the recycling from all the Coca-Cola.
I
I'm
warned you.
almost out of here. Peter,
I
can I
warned
use your
you.
bathroom
Okay,
for just
Margaret.
a second? Just a second. Can I use your bathroom?
Okay, you can use the bathroom.
Done. Bye.
Okay. Chris, I warned you. I warned you she was a con woman and a grifter, and
Not
you
ready
grifted
to
yourself.
say that she's a con woman yet. There was something fishy about her.
You gave her all your stuff your own
Yes,
self.
but we'll know for sure if she returns it or not. I still trust her a little bit. My heart's still.
And now she thinks she has permission to paint my door.
Oh shoot! She took my heart as well.
You still love her?
A little bit. A little bit. I don't know. Let's test something out. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Two.
To who?
It's to whom?
It was a good knock knock joke.
It's a good knock knock
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, I like it. I like it.
This time, it's different. With Peter and Chris. This time, it's different.
See, the problem is, like, she almost follows my improv style, which is, like, panicked craziness, but I didn't try to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And I eat people.
Fuck. What have I done to myself?
Doodly doodly doo. Trust fall. Ow! The fuck?
Like, that's the bumper? Okay.
Yeah, that's the bumper. All right, here's mine. Come on in. Oh, I mean, who's there? Fuck.
From all of us here at Pateman Studios, have a Merry Christmas. That could be, it was like...
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.
Sonar!
Oops, drop the podcast.
What if people liked and also subscribed?
I think we're just down here to kill time.